Hey, what is going on YouTube? My name's Babaloots, and let's talk general shops today. There's a whole lot of them in the store, and there's something that you're going to want to lean on if you're a free-to-play or low-spending player. And I'm going to go through all of them, and we're just going to kind of see what some of my favorites are. And they actually have this favorite tab to use, which I think is very useful. I don't use it as much as I should, but I kind of have mine set up already right now. The nearest town scroll just to get those on my alts quickly. The HP potions for my alts. The elite dungeon was when I was really actually grinding out powders for a little bit. Actually, I did a fuse-a-thon on my stream, and this actually helped expedite my powder collection. You have the small the small Mulung dungeon buffs, as well as any source of power elixir I have here in mind. But we'll go over that a bit more. That's a nice breakdown on my favorites tab. And we'll just kind of tackle them one at a time. Maybe I'll actually start at the Meso shop. So with the Mesos, you can get HP, MP, and the nearest town scroll. Not a lot going on there. I kind of stick to the HP potion 8s. I don't really see a use of the 9s, but if you have a really low survivability alt, by all means go with the 9s. And I actually haven't even ran into a character that has mana issues, so I, to this day, don't know why we even have mana potions being sold. The gold leaf shop is really nice. I would not purchase any of these EXP potions. I don't see the value in them. These, I don't see the value either. Almost nothing on this front page. The more I look, I see a lot of value. Maybe the VIP teleport rocks. And I don't even buy these power elixirs. These are actually a little steep for my liking for gold leaves. But that's actually due to me saving all my gold leaves for the rank up stones. Not these ones. And not even these ones. Get these out of here. No, just these four here. So when I'm making equips, making fodders, or even gearing up an alt, this is kind of what I would rely on. I would make sure the equipment's tradable, and if I've saved up enough of gold leaves on an alt, then I would rank it up by buying these stones. And normally from other sources I'll have rank up stones sitting around, so I don't have to buy all 10. But I find a lot of bang for the buck is in these stones. The soul enchanters are pretty good as well if you're just trying to knock on like equipable souls onto a item. By all means, this is one of the few free-to-play ways to get it, so I would definitely be taking my gambles on those. I bought the rebirth flames when I'm down bad, but this isn't really the best place to get them. And as for the content, yeah, I like to purchase these elite dungeon from time to time. I would buy these daily dungeons if you're trying to grind out your jewels. And the mini dungeon I've been purchasing a lot of, but that's just due to the increased EXP we're getting from, what is the event called? The haste buff event. So due to the daily hunt EXP increase, I've actually been buying those out as well. So it really depends. A lot of variables that go into this. Now let's see. Now onto the actual content shops. Looking at the Mulung shop, this has grown to be one of my favorite shops. It didn't start that way. I didn't really see the value in it until I was further down the road. I've even maxed out and got 1,000,000 Mulung points on an alt before. I just let the points sit there. But I've grown to love it. These rebirth flames are amazing. And as a low spending player, I generally know when I'm going to be making a new equip, and I'll start kind of doing prep in the days coming. So one of my preps is to actually be buying these out on my alts. So 10 a day across 4 or 5 alts. That's 50 rebirth flame uniques a day. For sometimes 5 or 10 days I'll do it. So I'll have a ton of them sitting there, and then when I pick up a new equip and it's unique, legendary, or mythic, or whatever it is, and it's tradable, one of my first things I do is actually pass that equip between the characters and just slam as many rebirth flames into it as it takes to land that 2-line option. And any equip of mine generally will start with 2 lines of Rebirth Flames, which is just nice to have. And I even found value in these Master Jewels when I was grinding out my jewel set, my double S jewel set on my main, as you can see. And I've actually even landed 1 triple S jewel. I can't believe that happened. But when I was grinding those out, I also found value in the Mulung shop. And that's because buying out these 2 each day, if you just save them up for a while, you can actually then hammer out a lot of attempts in a row. And I like doing that. It gives me that good dopamine. Of course, these pendants, amazing. 25% EXP, can't go wrong. And even occasionally, or pretty often, I buy out the orange juice, the pineapple, the pizza, the pot of honey, and the pumpkin pieces. Just as like low budget buffs. Using them for like hard root abyss. Pretty much that's actually it. If I'm just like, I'll just use like my crappy buffs for hard root abyss, then I use those. And I do run the defense ones generally in most content, but I also don't have too much survivability issues. If I'm feeling especially frisky for an overnight auto battle session, sometimes I'll buy the salmon sushi and have buy like 20 of them and just have a 10% Meso increase rate going on. Just have fun with the shops at the end of the day. That's what you're here to do. The power elixirs, of course, are really nice, and I always remember these to make sure I can teleport around when doing daily quests, because walking is for noobs. Now on to the Legend Return shop. A lot of good stuff in here. Don't do what I did and sleep on this shop. I think when I first did it, and I got the reward of 20,000 coins at the end of the week, that it said season reward, so I thought that meant it was like a monthly thing to get those 20,000 coins. It's not. You get 20,000 a week, give or take, and really this lucky jewel is insane. Only feasible way for low spenders and free to play to even set their sights on triple S jewels. Just amazing. When I buy my first one, because I still haven't bought my first one, I just started doing this recently. When I buy my first one, I'm going to be hyped to use it, and that's also just a testament. You can constantly learn stuff about this game, so that's also why I like it. Of course, the Legendary God of Battle medal, great, free 15% EXP when you're auto battling. Yeah, you got to take that at some point. I generally take it every week, so it does slow me down to getting that lucky jewel, but it is what it is. I wouldn't get these master jewels when their cost is almost the same as the lucky jewels. I would just farm jewels yourself and use the lucky jewels to make sure you succeed more, as opposed to getting more attempts. The daily dungeon tickets, I mean, yeah, if you're grinding out your jewels and you want to expedite that and speed it up, by all means. I do see some value in these elite dungeon tickets. My main moneymaker is making mythic equips, so if I'm really trying to expedite that, by all means, I would be picking those up. I think we get enough free EXP tickets just from playing the game. I don't see me buying these unless I'm really trying to be the first to 200 for a character or something, but I don't see me doing that. And the power elixirs seem interesting, but I think there's other ways to obtain them, so I wouldn't spend that. I would pretty much, my plan is to hoard all my coins for the the Legendary God of Battle medals and the Lucky Jewels. Moving on to the Kerning M Tower shop. This is a great shop, in my opinion. Definitely top tier. Lots of goodies in here to get excited about. The mysterious powders up here, though, definitely not worth it. They make such a minimal impact on your gear. I think this is just a relic from an older time. The auto battle tickets are pretty nice. I find myself buying these occasionally to top up some auto battle if I don't think, like, let's say I have 420 minutes of auto battle when I usually like to have 450 plus to auto battle overnight, but as of lately that hasn't been an issue. I don't know if it's because of the events going on or what, but I'm plenty stocked up on auto battle, and I have quite a few alts sitting on 600 plus minutes of auto battle ready to go overnight if I need. Oh, thank you, Dungeon. Classic Mapler. You know, I'm doing the dailies while recording this video. Let's stop that. back to the M Tower shop. I don't really buy the buffs either because they're inexpensive, but it does chip away at your total available coins for the month. And everyone's income's different for these coins. I can clear up to floor 60, so I think, what is that? I probably get like 30,000 a month, give or take. I mean, I could math it out, but that's an estimate. I did up to floor 50, and I got 22,000 here. Let's see. The soul enchanters are good if you need to be getting monster souls onto equipment. They are just the 10% ones, but you could get lucky. I do find myself buying the shielding wards, shield scroll, and lucky day scrolls out when, if I have a shield scroll and I need a ward, I'll buy the ward. If I have a ward and no shield scroll, I'll buy the shield scroll, right? And if I have both, I'll take this lucky day scroll and knock a 6% chance on one of my gears. The rank up stones are okay. I'm not a fan that you can only buy 3 and then 2. But if you were to be buying these, your best bet would to wait until the end of the month to buy your 2 or 3. And then when it resets on the 1st, you could buy 2 or 3 more if you're quick with it. And then that'll get you most of the way there, or just 40% of the way there for the legendary. And then you can acquire the other stones through other means. The gold potential stamp, definitely the shining beacon for this shop. This is how I got 3 lines on basically all of my gear. I'm a very patient gamer, so I did not really buy these stamps from the event shops when they come up. I find that this can take care of getting all the lines on your gear. You just gotta wait, and it does take a long time. You get 1 a month, but what, 9 or 10 gear slots, 10 months to get them all 3 lines. If you do get itchy and you want to do it now, by all means buy the event shop ones, but I prefer to save my event shop coins for other things. Let's see. Sometimes I buy the boss rush potion if I were going to be doing hard Damien attempts. If I was going to be running Lucid, I would definitely pick these up from here to make that attempt go a bit easier. I try to avoid buying the power elixirs, but if I'm in a pinch, I will buy these ones. The Kerning M ring, I think it varies from player to player. I don't buy it, but I typically sit at around 280 to 310% EXP. Sure, that would get me higher to the cap, but I'm pretty happy with where I'm at right now, and I'd rather just work on my EXP gears than to buy this ring and save my coins for something else, especially now that they added these bonus potential scroll 20% to the shop. Now, I think it depends on your stage in the game. Even right now, these are the ones I'll probably buy. I don't think I have need for the gold potential stamps, but it really depends. If I'm working on an alt, because I guess I am working on an alt right now, I might still just buy these gold potential stamps as opposed to doing the bonus potential scrolls on my main. And the reason being is I don't know, like, if I see the value right now. I'm not going to be able to get these potentials to unique or legendary. That's so far down the road for me that even if I'm not buying these, like, I get my Archon clear usually every week, but I need 2 clears for 1 attempt to reroll, and it's probably a 1% chance for that reroll to actually take your potential from rare to epic or epic to unique. Maybe further down the road, they're going to be releasing more things to upgrade it for free-to-play players, but as of right now, I find that this is kind of gated by needing to spend real money. So take that with a grain of salt. I might be kicking myself in the pants and saying I should have been buying these out and ignoring this completely and not gearing up my alt. Only time will tell, and we will be able to find that out in the future. Thanks for watching this video, guys. If you've made it this far, consider subscribing or leaving a like. Drop a comment down below letting me know what else you'd like to see. I love taking video requests from you guys, so just let me know down below. And There will be a part 2 on this video and possibly a part 3. I did not realize how long I would be able to talk about just these first 3 shops. I still have Root Abyss, the Edge of Space, Legion, Monster Park, Boss, and Pharaoh's Treasure shops to discuss that I would consider general shops. And I probably will add in the guild shop into one of those as well. So thanks very much for watching, guys, and have a good day.